Hello everyone, this is your girl Sugary Girl Candy 2012 and I wanted to give my thoughts on this as soon as I seen a few videos from people I'm sub to of some new features of WWE 2K'14 that was announced and shown in a live stream. Obviously I don't have really much patience to watch those, nor do I really have much time anymore, so um I just opted to just look at those videos of who I'm subscribed to and basically see what new features are added and give you my thoughts on it and what I'm excited about. Okay, so I actually wrote down a couple of things so I wouldn't forget anything. Okay. Okay, so the first thing that obviously surprised me was, having the ability, as you see in the pictures, having the ability to actually take a superstar and though you can't really edit the face or anything, you can edit the body, and like if that superstar has any more tats and you like make tats in like paint tool or logo, whatever you want to call it, you can actually add it to your superstar now. And not only that, but you can actually change their body shapes. And I also believe it was said that you're able to do something with their threads, their attires, like give them their entrance attires when they come out. Because I seen on the videos of some of the wrestlers that are shown on the official WWE 2K YouTube channel. A lot of people were complaining about a lot of wrestlers not having their entrance attire. So basically, I guess this is what it's for, to add it yourself or whatever. It's only limited to I said two. It's only limited to 14 superstars. I seen divas on there, but I don't know how many divas you're able to actually edit on there, so I don't know. But for superstars, it was only 14. And honestly, a lot of people may be like disheartened by it being only 14, but it honestly surprises me because it's actually new and it's a step up, compared to what we had in WWE 2013 and 2012, where we only were able to edit the threads and stuff like that. Oh, in 2011 as well, where we were only able to edit their threads and stuff, and that was basically it. And now in this one, you're able to actually edit their bodies and stuff like that, though you're not able to edit their faces. But I have the strongest feeling that you'll be able to do anything you want by next year, so this is definitely a step up, and this is a start of what 2K, WWE 2K'15 is going to look like. So that actually made me pretty excited when I heard that. What else? Okay, the second thing that excited me the most, obviously, here you go. Being able to have 50 extra slots for call mode. I was like, what? So altogether, obviously, that's 100. We're gonna be able to make 100 freaking calls. I was like, what? Like, how long people have been asking for that feature? Years, man, years. Like, just praying and hoping we'd be able to get, more call slots. Me even was just saying, like, man, I hope they at least add like at least 10 more, you know what I'm saying? So for them to add, 50 more call slots is actually pretty exciting, though they didn't actually show call mode. I don't know if it's going to be using the same templates or not, so that's something I'm still waiting to see. But that part, just being able to make 100 calls, excited me to hell, because now I can actually bring back some of my I can actually bring back a whole rack of, calls I couldn't bring back because I was limited with the 50 slots, or being able to create new calls, or, yeah, just being able to bring back some old calls that I wanted to, but, couldn't, or just being able to make more new calls, add it to my roster and make it bigger. And like, my story is going to be so awesome, man. I can just see it now. Like, it was some things that I wanted to do for my 2013 story that I have on my main channel, Fight to the Top, that would have involved me, having to use two of my PSN accounts, like one obviously my main one, and another one where I would create calls on there and kind of edit the clips together, for some of the, ideas I have for my story, that wouldn't, work with just 50 calls. So basically, whatever characters I took out and replaced with another, I'm gonna actually bring back. Like, what was my character name? I took a call out and created him. I created Hadrian King over, oh my god, a Kane. Ah, that's the name. Holy crap. A Kane Alexander I created Hadrian over because I couldn't find any relevance for him just yet, but and the fact that I really wanted to make a new call, but I still had a lot of relevance for a Kane. Like, I was kind of 50-50 when I'm like, I had relevance for him and I didn't. Like, I want to use him. I wanted to use him in my story and I didn't. So basically now this will give me a chance to bring him back and he'll be able to be in this game and a part of my story, and you'll get to see what his role is in it and stuff like that. So I'm happy about that. 100 freaking call slots. A freaking amazing. Like, it's freaking amazing. Okay, so what's next? Uh, oh, creating arenas coming back, and there's going to be obviously some more features added, arenas from the WrestleManias, and we're going to be able to actually change the lighting of the arenas, like, I mean, like the, like from classic to like new, obviously from, the old days and stuff like that. So I found that to be really freaking cool, and they're gonna be, again, they're gonna have the indie arenas and they're gonna have big arenas, so I want to see how that freaking goes. I'm excited for that as well, because you guys know when 2013 came out, I was a creating magnet. They improved a lot of features in 2013 when it came to creating arenas, like being able to actually edit the stage, because a lot of people asked for that as well, and being able to edit the ring, and the lightings, and having your logos in certain spots on the in the arena, and like having bigger arenas, and and actually when you play a match and you wanted to use that arena, but you had to wait for it to load up to actually use it, was a pain in the ass in 2012. And even though I made them in 2012, I rarely used them that much because it was just a pain in the ass to have to wait for every arena that I created to basically load up so I can use it, and I wasn't with that, so I didn't use it much, and I didn't really want to create too many arenas in 2012 because it was just, the loading was just discouraging as hell. But in 2013 I created more than I created more than I could chew, and because there was no loading times. I even when with everything loading, I can click on it and instantly go to it. So that was pretty damn amazing. And so yeah, that was pretty amazing. Also, before I get to everything else, I want to say I hope that they I want to hear more on create a story, if there's anything new, any new animations, with more on call mode, if there's anything new in that. And yeah, that's basically it. I just want to see more on call mode, and basically, yeah, more on call mode, more on the create arenas, and more on story, the story creator, to see if there's any new animations or any improved animations or anything like that. And if I do have to say so myself, I'm pretty freaking glad that 2K got involved with, actually bought the WWE game, because I feel like, with my favorite games being bought by different companies, I almost felt like they were going to get screwed up or screwed over, whatever. Like for Saints Row 4, I thought it was going to be bad, but it's actually improved because of the fact that they're able to do what they want, and they don't have DQ constantly looking over their shoulder and telling them what to do and how to do it and stuff like that. Because if you didn't know, in Saints Row 4, it was a developer actually came out and said they didn't actually like how the porn stars were promoted so hard for the game. So they said it was all a big part of TQ's doing. So I'm actually pretty glad that the WWE games are now a part of 2K, because we'll actually see improvements. So like now that we have we have those 14 superstars to only work with in this game, but imagine what next year game is going to be like. It's going to be pretty freaking exciting, man. What else? being able to create arena. Oh, championship editor. That's gonna be awesome as well. I mean, like, you can edit your title and stuff and blah 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 and the colors and stuff in 2013, but in this game you're gonna actually be able to add your own logos and stuff to the title. So, you know, that might actually I might actually be able to add titles to my story. The reason I don't like using titles when I make my stories, obviously, is because I want to have, like, some type of freedom to be able to edit it, like it's a part of, like, I don't know, like it's a part of my story, or if that makes any sense, just to be more a part of the story instead of just being a title. So now I can put what that title is and blah blah blah. So I might be, adding titles to my story. Again, I'm excited for that feature. So, it's gonna what else? Oh, Minitrons. Okay, so now if any of you people out there use the wrestlers trons like AJ Lee and The Rock or whatever. Personally, I don't use it, but I'm going to speak more on that. Basically, if you use their trons, and you notice on the Minitrons that it shows their name and stuff like that, well, basically what they said now is, oops, did you guys hear that? Okay, I kind of accidentally muted it for a second. Okay, so basically what I was saying, they have it now for the Minitrons where you'll actually be able to turn off the superstar or diva's name in the Minitron. So basically you're just going to be getting that Tron and that Minitron, and you won't have to see their name pop up. So it doesn't look awkward for your creation when you have, like, your call can be named like Kate or something, and then the Minitron shows AJ Lee. I always found that pretty awkward when people use real wrestler trons and stuff like that. I always found it pretty awkward, when they use their Tron, because then you, like, your call's name like Chris or something, and then he's coming out to a The Rock type, Titantron or something like that. So that's why I never used it, and that's why I was excited when they first introduced the ability to use highlight reels as our Trons, and being able to make our own. And when they introduced the what do you call it, the already made templates, for the Trons and stuff, because I do not, for the life of me, like using real wrestler Trons for any of my call creations. If they're new, like, if I don't want to use any Trons or whatever, they're just going to have a black screen, because the Tron is not them. It's not my cause, not my creation, it's not my character, so I don't see a point in honestly using any real wrestler trons for it. But if this is your thing, then this is a good thing for you now, because it won't actually look awkward when your call comes out to an AJ Lee Tron and actually says AJ Lee. Kind of, again, doesn't make sense to me, honestly. But this is for the people that like using it, and now you're able to turn this shit off, so you won't it won't look bad. But anyway, I'm gonna give my overall thoughts about this. For once in 7 freaking years, might be 8, for once in 7 to 8 years, I'm actually excited for a WWE game. And, like, basically they had me at 100 call slots. Okay, they had me at more than a few things, but the 100 call slots is the main thing that caught my attention and got me super excited, because I've always again wanted to bring some of my old creations back, or some calls that I previously had on my in 2013, 2011 or whatever, and I wanted to use but I didn't. But obviously it was basically a 50-50, and I didn't want to keep a call that I wasn't going to use, but at the same time I wanted to keep them. But ultimately the 50-50 of me not wanting to keep them got the best of me, so I always end up creating somebody over them. Like, any new calls you may have seen in my story or on my channel, my channel, my main channel, basically, and you see any new calls, basically those new calls were created over somebody that used to be there, that I previously created or never shown or never could get a use out of. But then down the line I figured out a use for them, and I was like, damn, I wish I had more call slots so I can at least bring some of my old characters back, or I can create some new calls, or have more like 50 males, 50 females or something like that, so it can be a lot more evened out and stuff like that. And I have a lot more to work with in my story and stuff, and that's gonna be a lot of personalities to work with now that I think about it. But anyway, yeah, I'm actually freaking excited for this game, and I haven't been excited for a WWE game in 7 to 8 years. And this is probably gonna definitely be a day one purchase for me, which is pretty freaking difficult because oh my gosh, I am gonna be so freaking broke. Like obviously I'm gonna be getting Beyond Two Souls. I have to get it. I'm a fan of Chromatic Dreams, and I loved, I've been a fan of them since the PS2 days, from, Fahrenheit, aka Indigo Prophecy, and Heavy Rain. I've been a fan of them, and I played the Beyond Two Souls demo, and I was just, I was just flabbergasted by it, and just happy, and oh my gosh. I'm gonna get that first, and I'm just trying to figure out if I should pre-order WWE 2K'14, or should I just get it the day of release. So you guys let me know in the comment section, should I get it on release date, or should I pre-order it and then I could just get it then, because I'm kind of having a hard time. But maybe, I'll just decide if I want to pre-order it or whatever when I see the rest of the features of this game. So wow, I'm just hoping there is some new things in call mode, but honestly, if there isn't much honestly new in call mode, I'm not gonna be too upset, because again, the 100 call slots is something I've plenty of other gamers, WWE gamers, have been wishing for from since 2010, I think. So yeah, let me know down below what you guys think of these new features, and if hearing any of these features actually got you excited for this game, and if you're gonna get it on a day one, or if you're gonna get it during the holidays or something like that along those lines. So I'll speak to you guys later and try to get to my comments as fast as I can. Thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, thank you for liking, and most importantly, thank you for commenting and showing your love. Deuces.